I'm Jake.
I'm Matt.
My cousin. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done a reaction video together. And last time we reacted to the Cinema Snob's 2008, I believe, review of Black Devil Doll from Hell. A really bad, really fucked up, shot on videotape movie, or as the Cinema Snob would call it, shot on shitio. I remember when we were looking through the playlist of his shot on shitio reviews, you said you were interested in looking at his review of Crazy Fat Ethel 2.
Something about that name that just I didn't even know what it's about. It could be about anything. So
I can't even remember myself, so this will be fun and interesting. Let's do it.
Crazy Fat Ethel 2 is one of those titles like Debbie Does Dallas or Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, where everyone on the face of the earth has heard of the movie, but about less than half of them have actually seen it. Well, guess what? I have seen Crazy Fat Ethel 2, and I can tell you right now, I'd rather get fucked by Mr. Greenfield than have to watch this piece of shit again. You might be thinking, where the fuck is Crazy Fat Ethel Part 1? And that's a great fucking question, because actually the original is called Criminally Insane and was made 12 years before this one. In some cases, even on the DVD, the movie actually is referred to as Criminally Insane 2, but no one ever calls it that. They always refer to it as Crazy Fat Ethel 2 because, well, it's a funnier title. In fact, I wish the first one was just called Crazy Fat Ethel. The movie even has a funny tagline. Fatty, fatty, 4x4 can't get in the kitchen door. And that is where anything positive about this movie ends. Actually, this is a really hard movie to review because it's barely even a full movie. About half of the movie is comprised of flashback footage from the first movie. They basically even use the same opening credits from the first movie. Look at this. Here's the opening credits for the first one.
Not bad music.
Now, here's the credits for the second one. It didn't piss me off nearly as much when Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 used the same tactic of overusage of flashback footage, but maybe it's because that movie still had some good throwaway lines. Carpet Day!
Recognize that meme?
yeah.
In this movie, though, it's pathetic. The original, while flawed, had that dark, grainy film quality that has become synonymous with low-budget 70s horror, while this time around, it looks embarrassing. It looks like it was shot on newsroom cameras. Worse yet, it looks like a video project from a vocational class in the 1980s.
Or a high school.
Tell yourself to keep an open mind, no matter what movie you watch, but I'm sorry. If your movie has a shitty 6 o'clock news video quality to it, then there's no pulling yourself out of it. Your movie fucking sucks. Plus, look at Ethel herself. She's not nearly as fat as she was in the first movie. Yeah, I guess it's nice that the actress Priscilla Alden lost some weight, but come on. If the name of the movie is Crazy Fat Ethel 2, then I want circus-free fat. There's really not much you need to know about this movie. Ethel is in a mental institution because of the events from the first movie. As I said earlier, you will be reminded of those events all throughout this fucking thing. The nut house releases her into a halfway house where Ethel is reminded of how tasty non-hospital food is, and that drives her
Looks like
insane.
sludge.
So she starts killing again. God, this looks like it was directed by a 7th grader. I wouldn't be surprised if a ketchup bottle popped up in the corner.
Dude's really running for his life there.
This is embarrassing.
Feature DVD seems to be ashamed of this piece of shit. Look, it doesn't even advertise the fact that Crazy Fat Ethel 2 was even on it. I'll stick with real movies about mental illness, thank you very much. Movies like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and if I want fat, well, I'll pop in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. Those movies should not be mixed in with Friday the 13th, Part 5.
Hot Pockets. So, how does Crazy Fat Ethel 2 look to you?
Extremely low budget. It's like, the one thing I noticed is like the part where they show the dude, like the Ethel stabbing the dude's face. The only like effect they had to make it look like he was getting murdered was they just had blood like on his face. So like, wouldn't his face be like completely cut out? Like it wouldn't even look like a face anymore.
And the chase moment.
Yeah, the dude's like speed walking. He's like, I don't like. Looks like me when I'm in a rush to go like walk to the kitchen or something. Like he's like putting some effort to. You're getting chased by a murderer. Like so, like speed up a little bit.
Yeah, and the method of having half the movie or more be flashbacks. Mm-hmm. Like Silent Night Deadly 2, as he said, did that, but that movie was really unique and enjoyable in how bad it was.
Yeah.
And you only get lucky once if you try that. But for the most part, all I can think is really fucking lazy way to make a movie.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, so it's just like, I'm trying to think of what shot it was that I was like noticing. Yeah, the when she stabs the dude when it's like the last kill and they show in the trailer when he's like and then Ethel starts killing and like she has like that butter knife or he looks like a steak knife even he stabs the dude in the back like. Looks like the knife just flawed. Like it just does not look like it's like a real stab wound.
Yeah, it's not definitely not in there.
It's the absolutely worst thing that's gonna happen from that is like it's like did you just hit me with that knife? Like it's like you're not gonna die like anything like that.
It looks terrible and there are some semi-decent shot-on-shitio movies, but this doesn't look like one of them.
Yeah.
And it's funny how he points out the actress has lost so much weight, she doesn't really live up to the title anymore.
Yeah. It's like, come on, go method a little bit, Ethel.
Yeah.
It's like it's such a big budget movie. You need to prove why you should get that Oscar for that great performance in Crazy Fat Ethel too.
And this is also one of many. This is an early episode, but I don't know if this was the start. But this is one of many episodes where he does his classic, if I want, insert here, I'll stick to insert here.
Yeah.
Real classic joke, and you know this video is old, because, well, one, the pixelated quality, and also, this is back when Brad still had hair.
Yeah, yeah.
And back when he was actually clean shaved, which you haven't really seen of him in a long time, aside from that video he did with Chris Stuckman and Doug Walker. He's had the beard pretty much non-stop for 11 years now.
Really? Yeah, yeah. So when was that one? Was that film like 12 something like years
2007, ago? I believe.
So 12, yeah. Jeez.
Yeah. Back in the early days of YouTube.
Yeah, the very early days of YouTube.
And Brad said recently, it's a good thing he started out on YouTube when he did, because if he tried doing what he does today, he probably wouldn't get much views or notice. But yeah, he's very funny, he's straightforward, comes off very stuck up on his chair, and really nails the voice pattern of a pretentious cinema snob.
Yeah.
And I just love Brad, he's a lot of fun, he's got a good semi-classy, semi-vulgar sense of humor. At some point, I'll show you the review for the first movie, because he did review Criminally Insane later on.
How is that like... Because the way he was... I don't know if that, like... If I'm right here, but the way he was making it sound, it seemed like the first one was at least, like, a little better, is what he was making it sound like, but... Possibly.
I don't remember much about his review of Criminally Insane, but he did do it later on, and at some point, I'll show you.
Yeah, okay, I definitely want to see that.
And, we got a movie to get to, so, thank you for joining me, man, and everybody, thank you for watching, and we'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed having Matt here.